I'm now going to do my first response kit check. I'm going to start off with this outside top pocket, checking that we have our adult and children's blood pressure cuffs that are intact and working, a glucose kit with plenty of the strips in there to test, some clothing shears, a stethoscope, a thermometer, and a pupil torch, and I'm making sure that all of that is working. Checking these side pockets here, checking that this one has some clean and plenty of emphasis bags, a cervical spine injury lanyard, that the ethyl chloride spray is full and not empty. Should be some N95 masks in there and some safety glasses, all clean and easy to use. Also that we've got a fluid administration giving set, and that we have our oral glucose, our oestrogen and glucose in there, and that is all set and not damaged. Also checking our wound management pocket here, making sure we've got our tourniquet, different size crepe bandages, triangular bandages, rectangular ones, plenty of saline solution, checking that we've also got transmutate steri strips, a tourniquet, and that all of that is there. Checking this inside top pocket, making sure we've got our tramadol, Panadol, ibuprofen, our antihistamines, checking the expiry date and replacing it if need be. Also that we've got a methoxyflurane kit in there, that's intact and in use. Also that we've got clean and different sized OPAs and NPAs in there, a laryngoscope that's working with different size laryngoscope blades. Also plenty of lubricant in there and some major forceps. Also checking this bottom pocket here, making sure we've got our salbutamol, our ipratropium, our adrenaline, that's intact and not expired. Also we've got a nebulizer mask and oxygen tubing there and a nebulizer. Also checking that we have inside this main pocket adult and children's manual ventilation bag, that there's plenty of oxygen tubing, oxygen mask, filters, the PEEP valve, they've got the reservoir bag, and that everything is intact and clean. Checking that we've got our IV kit, making sure that that's intact, everything's in there. That we've got our cardboard splints, our slippery sand, we've got a sharps container that should be empty. We've got clean towels and plenty of spare oxygen tubing. And that is our first response kit check.
Now I'm just going to do an oxygen check. I know that this is oxygen because of the white coloured cylinder, the black cap up here, and also there would be a label that lets me know it's oxygen, whether it's full, in use, or empty. I'm also going to check my regulator to check that that's intact, and the Botox seal because I do not want the oxygen cylinder to leak. I would attach the regulator to make sure that that's working as well. It can actually screw on, and that's fine. And I would turn on our oxygen, and as you can see this one is empty, but the arrow should move up to 2000 or just below, and I know that that's a sufficient amount of oxygen. I would also adjust the flow rates here on the side, and I would be able to hear oxygen coming out at this point, and I would listen out for that. Off. When attaching a mask, I would use this end, attach it to the oxygen cylinder firmly, and this is a high concentration oxygen mask, so the correct flow rate for this is 10 litres per minute. So turn that on and adjust it to 10 litres per minute, and I'm just going to turn it off now, and I will leave the rest of the regulator and oxygen out. Indications for oxygen include anyone with an airway obstruction, anyone with saturation levels below 94%, carbon monoxide poisoning, smoke inhalation, patients in shock with a TBI, a condition that requires sedation, decompression illness, respiratory distress. So now I'm going to check my suction unit. I'm going to start off by checking the tubing and everything else, checking that it is intact. I'm then going to include the tubing, and holding down the test button here, I'm going to put it on full power. And ideally we want it to reach the top so that we know it's actually suctioning properly. Also check the catheter and check that that's actually suctioning properly, that that's intact, and that's fine. The patient here is lateral, and when using it on the patient, I would only insert as far as I can see, suctioning on the way out for a maximum of 10 seconds. Complications that can occur when using the suction unit are an increased ICP. It can also slow down the heart rate and interfere with the patient's own breathing. It can induce vomiting, trismus, and a laryngospasm can occur, and those are all complications. So now I'm going to do my defibrillator check. I'm going to start off by checking the batteries. Here, located at the back, I can press these buttons to check how much battery is there. This one has 4, this one has 1. So I'll remove this one, replace it with a fresh battery, and put it on charge. Also in the back pocket, we've got some defibrillator pads, a spare roll of paper for the printer in the front. I check we've got all that. Also checking, we have some dots and our test load in there, which I'm going to use in the front. On, I'm going to turn it on. So yeah, it's turning on fine. And I'm going to check that this cord is all intact, it's not damaged. I'm going to attach my test load, and I'll check that that's also intact. That seems fine.
Push Analyze.
To go into AED mode, I'm going to click Analyze.
Analyzing now. Stand clear.
To change to manual mode, I'm going to click Energy Saver. I'll select, yep, and that's working fine. Also, I'm going to do a user test now. Doing that, and while we're waiting for the user test, in this pocket here, there should be some medication, some aspirin. I check the expiry date of that, also making sure that we have a razor in there that is clean as well, and there should be a 12 lead in there also. On this pocket, we've got our 3 lead here, just checking that that's intact, not damaged, the cords they're fine. And that goes in here, SpO2 is in here, which is also here. I'll check that as well. That is fine, good working condition. And our blood pressure cuff. And that appears to be fine as well. I would also check this front part here and check that there's actually paper in there, enough to go through the day. If not, we do have that spare at the back. And our test is done. And it says that it has passed, which means we're good to go for the day. I'm attaching the leads. So I'll attach this red one here to my left side. I've already got those dots on. Green one on my right side. The white to my right side as well, up here. Lastly, attach the black one here to my left side. And to take my heart rate, I'm just going to click on that lead. I'm going to choose 3 lead. And there we go. And then I'm just going to print that off. And yep, that's working. It's printed all of that off for me. There we go. To change my ECG size, I'll check that that's working. Also, to change the heart rate volume, go into that corner. And that's working. Yep, and that seems to be fine as well. And also, I'm going to do a manual test. So I'm going to click on the button, click charge to cancel the shock. Click on that. But I'm actually going to charge it now. And press that shock button. And it has told me that energy's been delivered.
We will be responding to a 65-year-old male who has a potential cardiac arrest. He experienced shortness of breath 5 minutes prior to collapsing, and this was witnessed by his wife. We're making sure that we have our PPE, our safety glasses, and our gloves, also checking for any safety hazards and a potential exit route in case we need to leave the scene. We've got our AED, our oxygen, our life pack, and our suction unit. The AED and the oxygen are going with me on the left, oxygen behind me, and the life pack is going at the head of the patient and suction unit on the right. We have checked that the patient is okay to approach, so we're going to approach the patient now. Hello, sir. My name is Christian. This is Tina. Can you hear me? Sarah, can you hear me? Patient is not responding. I'm going to check his airway using the head tilt chin lift. Tina, can you get the VM and some OPs and EPAs up, please? Yep, his airway is actually clear, so I'm going to look, listen, and feel for breathing and chest rise for 10 seconds. Yeah, patient is not breathing. Tina, can I get you to start some compressions? I'm going to call for backup. AUT Tacoma's requesting an R50 for an R49. Going to attach the LED. Nice compressions, Tina. Good depth. I'm just going to work around you. Going to attach my oxygen.
Analyzing heart rhythm. Do not touch the patient.
The correct flow rate is 10 to 15 litres per minute for BVM.
Shock advised. Charging. Stay clear of patient.
Everyone stand back, stay clear of the patient.
Deliver shock. Now shock delivered.
Back on the chest.
Pause.
I'm going to insert an OPA and MPA. I would make sure that this is lubricated, inserting and measuring the OPA from the cheek to the mandible, inserting upside down, twisting 180, insert. Indications for an OPA including a patient who cannot breathe themselves with an airway obstruction. It can cause oral trauma, also complications including trismus and a gagging reflex. With the MPA, I'm just going to insert it in the biggest nostril. If I come across any resistance, I would just twist it. They should be well lubricated. I would not insert an MPA if the patient had a TBI. Good compression tenor. I'm also going to attach my BVM using the CE grip to get a good seal on the patient's face. Complications for this include odd face shape, facial hair, obesity, patients with no teeth. If you could just count me in, tenor. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do 2 ventilations for every 30 compressions, back on the chest. Also looking for chest rise when we do these ventilations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Back on chest. Making sure not to squeeze too much too fast. This can cause alveoli to burst and also gastric inflation. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Chest rise, back on chest. Would also be making sure to check for patient history, gathering that from the wife during this time to see if he has had cardiac arrest before in the past. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Stop
10.
CPR.
We're now going to switch.
Analyzing heart rhythm. Stay clear of patient.
Everyone stay clear, stay back.
Analyzing heart rhythm. No shock advised. Pause.
Back on the chest, I'm going to do
If needed,
compressions.
start CPR.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. For that chest rise. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, Jenna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looking for chest rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Stop
7,
CPR.